I haven't done any customer showcasing on this channel, which is a real shame because my customers have built, among other things, some really impressive workbenches. So here's a cool one for you by Michael Wilkie. The body of the vise is entirely contained by the wood jaw. It's not open on the bottom, and the acrylic is actually set into the wood. It's not just flush, it's set in, looks like about a 1/4 inch. It takes a little bit more work to do it this way, but it's a really cool look. Also, his bench is quite thick, 5.5 inches, so to keep the jaw from cantilevering farther than it needs to away from the screws, he recessed the nut and bushing for the screws into the bottom of the bench. You don't need to do this. I'd say it's probably a small performance advantage, but clearly Michael didn't mind putting in the extra effort for that performance boost, so nice work. I also like how he did the traveling dog setup so that a board can be clamped end to end in the dogs while being fully supported by the bench. A little bit extra effort again for a performance advantage, and I'm sharing it because hopefully some of these design elements will give you some ideas. Next, here's a mahogany workbench by Cody Moss. I won't get into the specifics of this bench because unfortunately it burned down in a house fire. The acrylic is completely gone, and I certainly wouldn't say that it passes the friction test at this point, but even right out of the ashes, the vise is still managing to transfer rotation from the handle to the screws. So I sent Cody replacement parts for everything that couldn't be salvaged, and he used the rest of the parts to rebuild, and now he has a vise with quite a unique patina in history. He also took a further step and epoxy reinforced the burned mahogany from the first bench and used that as wedges in the bench's through tenons to hold the new bench together. So very nice and inspiring work, Cody. You should be proud, not giving up on this one. And if you have a bench that you think is worth featuring on this channel, the best way to get me to take a look at it is to join and post in the private Inkleind Facebook group. There's a link in the description. Next up, colored pencils. In case you don't know, I sell the tool to make bespoke pencils, and I'm now selling a set of 72 colors, 5 leads each, of really high quality, like artistic grade, comparable with the most expensive brands, colored pencil lead. This was a surprisingly hard thing to source, and that's why I did not have it initially. But I'm very glad to have it now in time for the holidays, and if you're watching this video soon after it came out, in time for a sale that you probably want to look at in the description. So check that out if you're interested in this or anything else that I sell. It's ending very soon. Also, for those watching this video right after it came out, November 28th, the day this is posted, is the last day of a 20% off sale for MagSwitch. That does not happen very often. It hasn't happened since I've been with the company. Details of that are also in the description. And I can say that featherboards are particularly good for a workpiece like this that is small and gives a lot of splinters. You don't want to use your fingers to keep this against the fence. So I really was glad I had the featherboard for this, and if you're thinking about getting one, now's the time. Look in the description even if you're late to this video. There'll still be something there for you. My parents were in town for Thanksgiving, so my mom and I worked on getting a set of 72 colored pencils built out of canary wood. So here's that build.
He like snorts when he sniffs. He's sniffing all around and zeroed in on this part of the grass, and you wouldn't know there's anything in there. He moves around, and sure enough, he found a cigarette butt down in there.
Huh.
He knows not to eat them anymore.
Oh, you guys are making a video.
Yeah.
We are making a video.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead, see, friend.
No, thank you. I think I'll stay out of the video.
Okay. Try a seat.
this side, this tailstock pin is on a spring.
Okay.
So if you grab the blank and push it that way. Yep.
Okay. Wow.
There it is.
Very cool.
How's the hex? Is
Very
the
cool.
hexagon
Perfect.
centered?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's really well centered. Nice work.
It was fun.
And that's as far as we got. We only had a few hours to work and didn't finish all the pencils. And it's Sunday, November 28th. My parents are heading back home, and I am spending the day at MagSwitch. Because MagSwitch is producing the twin turbo Vises for me and renting me this little corner of the warehouse to store them. And my Black Friday sale has generated a lot of orders that I need to get ahead of before the work week. So that's what I'm doing today. Okay, I've got my lunch. I've got those clips that I just shot that you just saw me edit. Now I'm actually going to do the edit, get this posted. So, just about done. Thanks for watching.